Hello and welcome to another edition of Monday Motivation with Bukola. It's a show about inspiration, women empowerment, beauty, business, money, culture, entertainment, and advocacy. And this week I bring you lipstick, lip balm, and literacy series. It's a live Facebook video featuring different authors and educating about different issues or topics, and using the platform to feature various authors and their knowledge with the guests. So this past weekend it ends on Saturdays on my Facebook page, so make sure to follow me on Facebook at Bukola Oriola, my public figure page. Come over to that page. And the past one I did this last Saturday, which I will call the official kickoff, is with Deborah Sawyerr of Sawyerrs House. Some of you are already familiar with Deborah. She's been on the show quite a number of times, and I call her our most featured guest, or our celebrity guest, all the way from the United Kingdom. She's the lady with the money, and you know she's also the one who does Monday Money Mastery on Monday Motivation with Bukola. We come back on Monday Money Mastery next week Monday, but right now I'm enjoying outside. I'm enjoying the woods right here. I decided to give this a trial by doing this introduction outside today, outside of my comfortable zone and studio. There is bird humming, there is noise, there are cars moving, but we'll see how this is going to turn out. So I know it's been a while since I've been on the show. It's been about a month plus that I've been on for reasons beyond my control, but I'm back, and I'm coming back right now with something that has been on my mind to do for a long time, and I'm glad that finally it's launching as a live video on my Facebook page. So follow me on Facebook. If you are not following, follow me on Facebook. And for those of you who are watching this video on YouTube or wherever else you are watching this video, if you are watching it on the Monday Motivation website, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more motivational videos, for videos on beauty. As you can see, lipstick, lip balm, and literacy is about fashion and literacy, or beauty and literacy. So enjoy the interview with, it's not really an interview, it's kind of like a discussion. So it's not an interview, it's author conversing and interacting with the audience. So follow me along and join Deborah on the live video we did on Saturday on my public figure page on Facebook. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today on lipstick, lip balm, and literacy. So we had to add lip balm for the guys, so it's not for women only, but also for guys. And of course some guys do use lipstick and lip gloss. For those in the those that are in the entertainment industry, they do all kinds of stuff. But anyhow, to be all inclusive, so it's now called lipstick, lip balm, and literacy. And this will come on every Saturday here to feature different authors. The purpose is to educate, create awareness on different issues, human trafficking, domestic violence, and other issues in the community, and also to give authors platform to share their knowledge with you. And also, if you want to do your own book, to learn how to do so, and to come to the Empowerment and Hope Summit. Empowerment and Hope Summit is coming up in September 15 and 16. I didn't put the link, but I will edit the post to put the link, or I will put the link in the comments so you can join. And for those of you who are specifically in Nigeria, I want to give a special shout out to you. I have people who live in Nigeria and they do join. Sometimes they follow. I really appreciate you all. So I have a special link for those of you in Nigeria to attend Empowerment and Hope Summit. So I will also be sharing that link with you for those in Nigeria. And for those in the United States and other parts of the world, there is the Empowerment and Hope Summit link that I will share with you. So anyhow, today is going to be featuring Deborah Sawyerr and myself. So I will be talking about a living label and my other book, Imprisoned: The Travels of a Traffic Victim. You guys might have excuse me, some of you have heard me talk about my 2 memoirs. I've done more than 2 books. Actually, my 6th book is coming out. Is it next week? Yes, my 6th book is coming out next week. So my knowledge in writing is not just on human trafficking. It's not just on what I've gone through. You know, that is one thing I also hope to bring to you during this book reading. To see survivors as people who have knowledge, who have experience. It's not only their story. That's not all they have to offer. So don't look at them and label them with survivor, thinking that's all they've got. They've got more than that. And like I said, the books I've written, the 6th one will be out next week. I've only written 2 books on human trafficking. I'm working on my 3rd book on human trafficking, which I hope to focus on culture and human trafficking, and it will also include domestic violence and sexual assault, you know. But I have 2 memoirs, and those memoirs on human trafficking and domestic violence specifically are the 2 books I will be sharing today. So some other time you might see me talk about another book that has nothing to do with human trafficking, just so you know, and to also know that survivors have more to offer than just their story. They have experience to offer, they have value to offer you, like I'm doing here. And I'm bringing an expert on, Deborah Sawyerr, all the way from the United Kingdom, to talk about our book, Money, the Root Cause of Domestic Violence. She also has another product for kids called Play Your Cards Right, which is on how to teach kids about money from cradle. While we are waiting for that, let me talk about a living label and imprisoned book. Imprisoned and a living label. So these are the memoirs that I've done so far. These are the memoirs. And these 2 books talk about human trafficking and domestic violence. And the author reading, so book reading, virtual book reading case, you know, this one is virtual for everyone to join from anywhere you are around the world. And I want to also use this opportunity to call on you. If you are a survivor and you want to write your own book, you don't know how to do it, contact me and let's see how to help you publish your book. If you want to publish your story in a book, the advantage of publishing your story in a book is one of it is therapeutic, because writing is a therapy. When you go to therapists, sometimes they will give you a journal or ask you to start a journal. Even for kids, they give them papers or coloring book and ask them to color. When you write, it's very therapeutic. It's healing. So they use writing as part of therapy. You could use it as part of your own healing process when you write your story. Because I remembered when I was doing Imprisoned book, this book took me a year to write. And the reason was because it was very emotional for me. I remembered then that sometimes when I was writing this book on the computer, by the time I knew it, I would have been crying so much that I could not even see the screen. And I trained myself up quickly then to, once I realize I'm having that, I just save and close and leave it. So the first 3 chapters took me about 3 months to be done. The first 3 chapters of Imprisoned book, because it was really, really emotional. And you know, it's part of the healing process. It's part of the therapy that I had to go through to heal from the experience I had. So for a survivor, it's really good if you can sit down and write your story. It's healing for you. That is one part of the puzzle. The other part, which I really, really like, is that when you write your book, you write your story in a book, it gives you the opportunity to tell people that want to hear your story, because you will always get people that say, share your story, share your story, share your story. It gives you the opportunity to say to them, go and get my book. I say that a lot during public presentation. When people ask me some questions and say, oh, so how did this happen? How did you go from here to here? And I will say, well, I've skipped a lot. If you want to get the full story, go and get my book and read that book for the full story. You know, it's helpful too for you, because the book can be speaking for you. The book can be sharing your story for you. You don't have to continue to share your story again and again and again and again. Because I remember that when I started, I will share my story from the beginning to the end. And it was really, really, really overwhelming and very emotional. And now I don't do that anymore. Especially with the book, I just say, go get the book and read the book if you want this story. Some people might say, oh, you didn't share your story. So I came to educate you about the issue and use my story, parts of it, as example. If you want to read my story or learn more about my story, go and get the book. So that is one way that you can refer people to learn more about your story without you telling your story to every single person. When people ask me now, oh, you know, I don't want to bother you, but please, what really happened to you? I say, go get the book. Just go and get the book. Go read the book. The story is in the book. If you want to hear the story or know the story, just read the book. 2 books together. So I did sale, and if you want the 2 books too, I'm doing sale. The 2 books you can get it for, because this one is $34.99. That's $35, and this one is $16. But you can get both on sale by getting $10 off, and you get it for $40, and that includes the shipping. Read this one first before reading this one, because if you read this one first, you will be left hanging. But if you read this one and then you go to this one, then you know you are following the sequence. It's like you are watching part 1 and part 2 if it's a movie, for example. But if you go to part 2, you know, sometimes you watch some movies, you watch part 2 and then you are left hanging. You want to go back to what happened first. So that's why it's good to read this one first and then you go to this one. I'm a suspense writer. That's me. That's the, you know, I'm a suspense writer. And that's just my style. I like people to be curious. I like the readers to be curious. I like the readers to think deep. And that's just the way I write. Although I write in very layman language. I don't use big vocabularies when I write. And that was the way that I was trained to write. So it's hard for me to try to want to go write big vocabulary, because I was trained to write in a street man language, so that anybody can pick up my piece of writing, read it and understand. And that's the way I want to be too, because I don't want my writing to be limited to specific kinds of people, especially coming from journalism background. You want to reach grassroots people and everybody. So you know, that was the way I was trained to write with the least vocabulary, so everybody can understand. And that is the way I write, just like the way I speak to you right now. If you have heard people tell me that they read my book and it was like they were listening to me talking. So you will hear my voice when you read my book. And it's going to be, some parts of my book too, you will cry. And then you will read some part, you will laugh. So a lot of my I would say a lot of my characters are in my book. A lot of me, the way I am, free spirited person, that's who I am. And I joke around a lot, I goof around a lot. You might see some of that in my writing. And you will see parts too where I'm really serious, really, 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 really serious. So that's just my own style of writing. Deborah, welcome to the virtual book reading, lipstick, lip balm, and literacy.
Hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Deborah,
good.
Go.
But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Deborah Sawyerr. I am a money literacy educator. That is mainly what I do, but for kids. And also there's another element to it where I help women create wealth. Those women who have suffered domestic violence where money contributed to the violence. And so just a brief background to me, what makes me the kind of person that can talk about these issues? And Bukola touched upon them earlier. My father being my first teacher in money, being married to somebody who was bad with money, going through domestic violence, and knowing that I was lucky enough to be able to leave and be able to stand on my own 2 feet because I was good with money. So, and there's more to me. As the weeks go on, we can talk more about it. But I wanted to just say 1 or 2 quick things for today, because you've come for a live book reading, event. One of the things is that as writers, you have to start somewhere. To become an author, you have to start somewhere. There's a beginning place, and the beginning really is, what is your story and why do you want to tell the story? How is it going to help somebody? What is it? Why? And how is it going to help somebody? But I wanted to also share something really funny with you. When I started writing my own book, one mistake I made was not journaling. I wish I'd journaled many years ago, because if you start journaling now, it will make your life so much easier when you start writing. I'm sure, Bukola, you will agree with that. If you start journaling and writing things down, you've written almost all of your story by the time you get down to writing it. Now, some people don't like doing that. Some people just like to write from their heart and just keep going. But one other thing I find, and for those of us who are very creative, we usually come, have these creative ideas when we are in awkward places. Like you might be sitting on the toilet seat and you'll have a moment of, a light bulb moment and be like, oh, that's a great idea. I need to write this down. But you're on the toilet seat. Or you may be in the shower. Mine was in the shower. I'll be in the shower, washing and scrubbing my body. And like, oh, I've got an idea. I need to write it. So I'll be in the shower saying, I can't wait to come out. I'll come out and I'll be talking to myself. I must write this. I must write this. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. And I come out. I go in the room, cream myself. And then I say, oh, what's the stuff I wanted to write? So the tip is, and this might sound crazy, have a notebook wherever you are, whether it's in the car, whether it's next to your bed. I have a notebook in my bathroom. That's all I really wanted to say to you today. I had a lot more I wanted to say, but time's passing and I'm very conscious that we don't want to keep
people are joining. So keep talking to the people.
Oh, people are still joining. Okay. People are joining. Oh, people are joining. Okay. So another thing I wanted to say was journal.
Book.
Oh, my book. My book is here. Oh yeah. My book is here. My book is here. Money, the Root Curse of Domestic Violence. I hope you can see it. Here's my book. And obviously you can see it on the banner as well. Money, the Root Curse of, and that's always in the background. Also, the children's book that Bukola spoke about earlier. This is the book here. Let me just tilt that. Oops, I do beg your pardon. So that is, play your cards right. Is it coming off right? Is it back to front?
Yes, it's reading like mirror.
It's reading like a mirror. So we'll have to figure that one out. What's the best way to do that in future? The kids book, I don't have a copy with me. I've given the last copy I had away to someone. But with the children's book, Play Your Cards Right, comes these set of pretty flashcards. And what is the book for? So, like I said, I am a money literacy educator for kids. The book is really to empower parents, those of you who are parents who want to teach your children about money. Aside from me helping you to teach your children about money, if you don't feel confident enough to do that, that is what I'm here for. But for those of you who want to take that plunge and say, I would like to have a go at teaching my own children about money, then the book and the flashcards together, they have to be used together, can help you do it yourself way. You can do it yourself and start to teach your kids about budgeting, about saving, about investing, and all that good stuff about money. So, and right now, I wanted to say to you, right now, for this holiday weekend, just this holiday weekend, this May Day holiday weekend, Memorial Day, Democracy and Children's Day weekend, there is a flash sale going on, 50% off the book. You need to get these as well. So get the cards and then get 50% off the book. So, that's the book for the kids. I am also working on a third book, and I'm just going to share it here. I'm working on a third book. So can you believe that I'm a new entrepreneur? Just started business in 2017, and I've already got almost 3 books. So if you are thinking, oh, it's only Bukola, it's only Yvette, it's only Rita, it's only Danny, it's only Deborah. These are all the people that have written books under Bukola. Either under Bukola or Bukola has assisted us in writing it. You can do it too. Don't be afraid. Thank you for joining us, all of those watching this live and on the replay. Don't be afraid. You can. It is work. You have to put the work in. But who said anything was easy? You got to put the work in to get the results. So we got more people coming in. Have we got more people coming in?
Yeah, people are coming. There are 2 people here right now.
We got 2 people coming in right now. Okay, so back to money, the root cause of domestic violence. Let me just share a few more things with you. I like what Bukola said earlier about when you write a story and how writing a story can be very therapeutic and also emotional at the same time. The beauty about it is that when you're writing your own book, non-fictional book, it is your story. It's in your own words. You're writing it in the first person. It's your own story, but it's also your property as well. It is a legacy you will leave behind. There is no point in having this story and it sits in your head and it goes nowhere. No one will know it. And like Bukola said, you will keep having to repeat yourself over and over again. But again, writing a book, becoming an author helps you as time goes on to be able to summarize a story when you go out and speak. Bukola will agree with me. When you have public speaking engagement, you don't have all the time in the world to stand up on stage and say, oh, this happened to me and I picked up the shoe and then I shut the door and then I put on my lipstick and then I went out. You haven't got time to do that. You have to summarize it. So again, writing a book helps you to learn the art of summarizing your story, when you say it face to face. But in the book, it allows you to elaborate a bit more. So this one is a very short read. It's only got 36 pages in it. Being my first book, I made it very simple for you to get it. It's on Amazon right now. It's not up to £10 or $10. I think it's about $12 in the US and about £7 in the UK. So if you're on Amazon or if you live in a country where Amazon is, then you can get it on there. If you can't and you still really want to get it, hit me up and we may be able to sort something out. Is there anything else you wanted me to say, Bukola? Did you want me to? This whole technology just messed me up, people. It just messed up my whole brain. I was like, no, Mark Zuckerberg.
What's going on? Yes, I was gonna, but I really like this. This is really, really good, and I like how Facebook did it half and half. So
you have to do it. Facebook is not doing it. You have to rotate your phone.
Oh, really? Oh, great. Good to learn that.
Yes.
And this book, this virtual book reading will continue. We've exhausted 1 hour already. This virtual book we continue every Saturday at
Yes.
11 a.m. Central Standard Time. If the
Yeah.
time will change, I will let you guys know. And I'm inviting you to sign up or register for the upcoming Empowerment and Hope Summit. At that
Yes.
summit, you are going to learn more about not even only books. You learn about how to start your own website. That is the one of the main takeaways from that summit. How to start your own website. And like I said, for those of you in Nigeria specifically, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, ẹ̀yin àbúrò mi, ẹ̀yin tèmi, ẹ̀yin tó ní kí n bẹ̀.
I don't know how to say all that one. I don't know how to say. I'll leave that to you, Bukola. Give them the Oriki.
I'm still very much at home, even though I'm far away from home. I'm still very much at home. So I have a special offer to those of you in Nigeria. And for less than for about 5,000 naira, you can be a part of the Empowerment and Hope Summit. So for those of you in Nigeria, for spread the word, for only 5,000 naira, you can join the Empowerment and Hope Summit group and attend the summit virtually for 2 days. You know, it costs about $200 for people to attend that summit. And you are going to be paying like a fraction of that. And I'm doing it purposely for those of you in Nigeria because I've been getting questions from people from there. And I know that one of the challenges is how to pay in dollars and dollar issue. And some people really want to attend, but they don't know how. So,
yes.
You can create your own job. You can create your
Yeah.
own business. We do not have the excuse anymore of I can't get a job, I can't find a job.
Yeah.
You can create your own job in this new life that we are in the new age, in the life of social media, the internet. You can do that. So, and I'm calling on Nigerian companies that would like to sponsor Nigerians to attend the conference virtually, and I'm calling on like internet providers like MTN, Glow, and I think it's Swift. Swift has a very better option when it comes to internet in Nigeria because I used Swift when I was in Nigeria and it really worked well. I was using it on the road with the modem. I was going around with the modem. So, if you want to sponsor Nigerians to attend that conference virtually, please contact me, info@bukolaoriola.com. And if you're in other parts of the world, I'm going to be sharing the link also in the comments and on the subject of this video for you to enroll to be a part of Empowerment and Hope Summit, where you will learn more. Aside from even doing your book, you will also learn how to make your book a bestseller. The process I took, the step-by-step process that I took to make my own book a bestseller. I'm going to be sharing that with you free of charge. The book is the one that is launching actually next week. And you can get that book for free if you register for the Empowerment and Hope Summit coming up in September. And if you're an author and you would like to promote your book, you can be a part of lipstick. You see my lips? I'm going to be trying to find different lipstick for you guys every week. Lipstick company, I need your help. I try to be having today. I use 3 colors of lipstick. On my lips, I have blue, I have pink, and I have, is it beige? They call that color. So that's 3 colors combined that is there on my lips today. We try. Hopefully every week I'll be able to be doing different colors. We'll see how that goes. So, and lip gloss. Maybe sometimes I will just go with lip gloss or I will go with lip balm because it also invites men to be a part of this. If you have written a book and you want to promote your book, come on board and talk about your book or the behind the scenes of your book on lipstick, lip balm, and literacy every Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much, Candy, for my necklace. I really appreciate it. I love it. I love it. So thank you, Deborah, too. Thank you to all those who watched us live.
Thank you, Joanne, for joining.
We get better.
We've got a few more people.
And Deborah, all the way from the UK. So you see, it doesn't matter where you are around the world. If you want to be a part of lipstick, literacy, and lip balm, just contact me and we can feature you and your book. So
that's right.
Deborah, what do you have? What is your last word for the audience? We'll call this a wrap.
Okay, so I wanted to say again, thank you so much to everyone joining. Thank you, Joanne, for joining. Ijembi Rose, thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. It's the evening in the United Kingdom and probably other parts of the world. We really appreciate you being here. If you want to pick up the book, Money, the Root Curse of Domestic Violence, it is on Amazon, on ebook, on Kindle. If you've got a Kindle device, you can have it for free on Kindle. And if not, you can download it. You can purchase it and download it onto any mobile device. You can also get it in paperback. The links for the kids book and the flashcards are all over my personal page and my business page at the moment. If you really want to, if you want to work with me, I have a group at the moment on Facebook where I invite moms. Dads, I'm not discriminating deliberately, but I've got you covered. But moms, I have a group on Facebook that is growing steadily. We have 40 members in there, and we talk all things money literacy for moms to be expectant moms, aspiring moms. But for you guys, if you are on WhatsApp, if WhatsApp suits you better, especially for those of you in Nigeria, if WhatsApp suits you very well, contact me on here, private message, or send me an email, sawyershouse@gmail.com. That's sawyershouse@gmail.com. One more time, sawyershouse@gmail.com. Send me a message and email with your mobile number. Just say, add me to your WhatsApp men's group. Add me to your WhatsApp men's group, or add me to your WhatsApp women's group. That's it. That's it. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much. We love you loads.
All right. Thank you so much, my people. On that note, I will be closing with,
is it dance time? Is it dance time?
Yes, it's done.
It's dance time.
Let me put Bademi Nisale. That's how.
Oh, my tune. Yes.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video with Deborah. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did enjoy it too. And I hope to see you next time on Monday Motivation with Bukola. Stay fabulous.